What is a keto diet? A ketogenic diet means that you eat fewer carbohydrates and a higher proportion of fat. This can also be called a low-carb, high-fat diet (LCHF) or a keto diet. A low-carb diet is low in carbohydrates, primarily found in sugary foods, pasta and bread. Instead, you eat whole foods including natural proteins, fats and vegetables. Studies now show that there's no reason to fear natural fats. Instead, on a low-carb diet, fat is your friend. Simply minimize your intake of sugar and starches and you can eat all the fat you need to feel satisfied. For decades we have been told that fat is detrimental to our health. Meanwhile, low-fat diet products, often full of sugar, have flooded supermarket shelves. This has likely been a major mistake, that coincided with the start of the obesity epidemic. While this doesn't prove causation, it's clear the low-fat message didn't prevent the obesity increase, and it is possible it contributed. When you avoid sugar and starches, your blood sugar tends to stabilize and the levels of the fat-storing hormone insulin drop. This helps increases fat burning and makes you feel more satiated, thereby naturally reducing food intake and promoting weight loss. Studies show that a low-carb diet can make it easier to lose weight and to control your blood sugar, among other benefits. What is ketosis? While you eat far fewer carbohydrates on a keto diet, you maintain moderate levels of protein intake and may increase your intake of fat. The reduction in carb intake puts your body in a metabolic state called ketosis, where fat from your diet and from your body is burned for energy. Ketosis is the metabolic process of using fat as the primary source of energy instead of carbohydrates. Glucose is stored in your liver and released as needed for energy. However, after carb intake has been extremely low for 1 to 2 days, these glucose stores become depleted. Your liver can make some glucose from amino acids in the protein you eat via a process known as gluconeogenesis, but not nearly enough to meet the needs of your brain, which requires a constant fuel supply. Fortunately, ketosis can provide you with an alternative source of energy. In ketosis, your body produces ketones at an accelerated rate. Ketones, or ketone bodies, are made by your liver from fat that you eat and your own body fat. Once the level of ketones in your blood reaches a certain threshold, you are considered to be in nutritional ketosis. Benefits of ketosis. Low-carb diets reduce your appetite. One of the first things people often notice when they're in ketosis is that they are no longer hungry all the time. In fact, research has shown that being in ketosis suppresses appetite. One study looked at people who lost weight by following a ketogenic diet for 8 weeks and then reintroduced small amounts of carbs. The researchers reported that levels of ghrelin, the hunger hormone, were suppressed in those who remained in ketosis, whereas those who were no longer in ketosis had higher ghrelin levels. Weight loss. Many people automatically eat less when they restrict carbs and are allowed as much fat and protein as they need to feel full. Because ketogenic diets suppress appetite, decrease insulin levels, and increase fat burning, it isn't surprising that they have been shown to outperform other diets intended for weight loss. Reversal of diabetes and prediabetes. In people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, being in ketosis can help normalize blood sugar and insulin response, potentially leading to the discontinuation of diabetes medication. Potentially enhanced athletic performance. Ketosis may provide an extremely long-lasting fuel supply during sustained exercise in both high-level and recreational athletes. There is also exciting early research suggesting that ketosis may be beneficial for many other conditions, such as reducing the frequency and severity of migraine headaches, reversing PCOS, perhaps enhancing conventional brain cancer therapies, possibly slowing down the progression of Alzheimer's disease, along with potentially helping people live longer, healthier lives. Although higher quality research is needed to confirm these effects, much of the early research is very encouraging.